Beware the Skinwalker. That's what my parents always told me. He roams the woods, steals up naughty children who stay out past their bedtime. He'll shave your head and steal your face and wear you as a mask. It was a silly story told around the fire at night to scare young ones into obeying their parents. It worked. Every child returned home as soon as the golden blazed sun crested the high mountains around our tiny town. As the last rays of light travelled across the land our ancestors claimed, sweeping like a wave, the children ran to safety of their wooden homes. They all followed this rule up until they grew out of the silly superstition. My old Uncle Robin stayed out 3 nights in a row once whilst he was hunting, they would boast. There's nothing out there to fear than bears and mountain lions, they would say. They would stay out and party late into the night with other young ones, unfortunately against their parents' wishes. The parents couldn't get control of their children, so they started sending out adults dressed in leather masks to scare the children back into their homes. It was him. I saw him with my own eyes. They would tell each other he was there, wearing a face and everything. I'm lucky to be alive right now. But again, reason brought them to the same conclusion. No children have gone missing in over a decade. How could this Skinwalker have a face? They would highly say, this is merely our parents trying to stop us from having fun. Why should we let them? They again parted around large bonfires in the woods until it was late into the night. The parents, dismayed at their tricks that had failed, lamented on when they were children and let it continue. There was no main issue with the party, and the children still got up, did their chores, and tended their farm, if a little cranky. This is until they began to disappear, one by one. Each night one would disappear from the bonfires without others noticing. The children, assuming it was their parents pulling one of their tricks again, they just continued to party. After 5 disappearances, word got around the town and there was a curfew that was set. During the day, men would go and search the woods and the mothers would sit on the comfiest of soft chairs imported from foreign lands and lay their grief down on the ground as they'd rip and tear at their hair. Their cries could be heard all the way into the forest where I was camping in my little cave. Their crying was annoying. Their children were alive, if a little less of what they used to be. I proudly sat looking at my newest creation. The face before me was perfectly intact. I had botched the other 2 and ripped the sides, ruining the faces, but this one was perfect. That was until I noticed the crinkle in the cheeks. There was suddenly a long, inhumanely deep laugh from further into the cave. I jumped up and snatched my knife from the bloody cloth and whipped to face the unknown entity in the cave. Shambling out came an 8-legged monster, dripping with moisture from the dank inside the caves. It was wrapped in hide after hide of what looked like leather. Upon closer inspection, there were perfect faces. They all looked as if they had just been freshly ripped off their victim's face. A cold shiver went down my spine. This was more than what I was. I was a murderer who wanted more from their skills. This was something else, something much more evil and ancient. This was the Skinwalker. A little advice from an experienced predator. It drooled in a deep and gravelly voice. Use the oil you cook with to help ease out the wrinkles in the face. And as he walked away, all I could hear was a maniacal, evil, bone-chilling laugh as he entered deeper into the caves.